When the horrors of summer crowds and heat waves begin to clear across Europe, something truly magical happens. Crisp air, vibrant foliage, and festivals about pretty much everything under the sun usher in the arrival of autumn. Hi, I'm Christina from happytowander.com, and autumn is my personal favorite time to travel around Europe, which is why today we're going to be talking all about it. Pretty much every major European destination becomes a milder, less crowded, and more enjoyable place in the fall season. But there are some places that stand out for their unique autumn offerings. So in this video, I'll be sharing 10. But of course, I know there's way more, so be sure to leave a comment below to inspire your fellow travelers. Now let's talk about some of my favorites. We'll start with a big one, and that is southern Germany. I know it's incredibly biased because I did live there for over 5 years, but honestly, southern Germany is one of the best places to visit in Europe in the fall season for two main reasons: festivals and foliage. During the autumn season in southern Germany, there's not only the largest beer festival in the world, which is Oktoberfest in Munich, but there's plenty of other unique festivals that a lot of people don't know about. For instance, throughout September and October, there's the world's largest wine festival, which is the Dürkheimer Wurstmarkt, which takes place in Bad Dürkheim. There's also the world's largest pumpkin festival in Ludwigsburg, and plenty of other fun Volksfests all around, including the Cannstatter Volksfest in Stuttgart. And if you time your visit well, you might even be able to witness a traditional Almabtrieb, which is a really cool tradition that also takes place in Switzerland and Austria, where essentially it's when the alpine cows get to come down from the mountains and they're all dressed up in flowers and it's super adorable. These days it's becoming quite a big tradition to also have festivals and music to coincide with this big event. So if you can make it to one, it's super cool. Now, besides all these fun events, fall foliage in southern Germany is absolutely incredible, with all the region's natural landscapes becoming all the more stunning with the changing colors of the season. And speaking of gorgeous landscapes, another must-visit fall destination is northern Italy. Not only do the lower temperatures of fall make for great hiking in this stunning part of Italy, the vibrant foliage truly makes the views here next level. A few years ago, I visited the Dolomites in autumn and was truly in awe of the beautiful landscapes, made all the more amazing with fiery autumn leaves. Another great area to visit in this region is Emilia-Romagna, a true foodie's paradise. I visited Bologna a few autumns ago, and honestly, I am still trying to replicate those recipes. Not only does Emilia-Romagna look amazing in fall colors, it also has a lot of really great tasty celebrations in honor of the harvest season. There's the White Truffle Fair throughout October in Sant'Agata Feltria, the Grape and Lambrusco Festival in Modena, the Pork Feast in Brisighella, and many, many more. Another place that brings on the festival flair during autumn is southern Spain. Sky-high temperatures make this slice of Europe quite difficult to travel during the summer, but once the temperatures drop and the leaves turn, truly, this part of Spain couldn't be more magical. A few years ago, I visited the Sierra de Aracena in October, and I absolutely fell in love. This is the region of Spain known for producing the most expensive ham in the world, jamón ibérico, a product that they celebrate with its own festival in October. That's not all, of course. There's also food festivals celebrating products all across the region, in addition to lively local fairs involving plenty of music, food, and flamenco, including the Bienal de Flamenco, one of the most important flamenco events in the world that happens only every 2 years. Now, for another great place to visit in autumn, let's talk about Switzerland. It does feel silly to put a whole country on this list on its own, but a lot of the perks I'm mentioning do apply nationwide, so I'm just gonna go for it. Switzerland is a country renowned for its natural beauty, a beauty that becomes even more impressive when the country's vibrant greens become replaced with warmer tones of yellow, orange, and red. Like many other places in Europe, of course, fall in Switzerland marks a season of different festivals and celebrations. Lugano in particular is really well known for its fall festival, but there's also the Chestnut Festival in Ticino and the Onion Market in Bern that are both popular picks that draw crowds from near and far. There's also the return of the cattle, just like in southern Germany and Austria. It's known locally as the Alpabzug, and the one in Plafayen is especially well known. Next on our list is Copenhagen. The Danish capital is known as a great city break year-round, but autumn brings with it a wealth of enticing draws. For instance, there's the Golden Days Festival in September, which is a huge cultural and historical festival that takes over the city with various exhibitions and events, plus a new theme every year. There's also the Halloween displays and festivities at Tivoli Gardens, one of the oldest amusement parks in the entire world that really goes all out with their decorations. And of course, the cooler temperatures do lend themselves well to the Danish concept of hygge, which refers to creating and enjoying a warm atmosphere with coziness and good people. With way too many wonderful cafes and pastries to choose from, finding hygge in Copenhagen couldn't be easier. But if you're not quite ready for cool coziness, another great autumn destination in Europe is Greece. Greece is of course a fan favorite summer destination, but autumn brings in milder temperatures and fewer crowds with all the same beauty to enjoy. I spent a few days exploring Athens and the Peloponnese a few autumns ago, and honestly, it was incredible. In addition to pleasant temperatures, autumn in Greece brings plenty of local festivals related to the harvest. So picture celebrations for everything from chestnuts and pistachios to wine, grapes, and feta cheese. October 28th also marks an incredibly important national holiday in Greece, Ohi Day, also known as Day of the No. This holiday commemorates the day that Greek Prime Minister Ioannis Metexas refused to let Mussolini and his troops enter Greece during World War II. The anniversary of this act of bravery is celebrated by Greek people worldwide, but in Greece you'll be able to find parades, processions, and many national monuments and attractions which are offered for free to the public. Another wonderful place to visit in the fall is London. Summer may bring hot chaos to the English capital, but once the temperatures drop and the crowds thin, everything just calms down and reveals London at its best. There is so much to do in London that is just well suited to cooler temperatures, from cozying up in a beautiful old pub to visiting the many museums that the city has to offer. I spent 2.5 months in London last autumn and I barely scraped the surface. In addition to all the great year-round activities that London has to offer, there's also lots of fall events that are really worth checking out, like the BFI London Film Festival, Bonfire Night, and the Lord Mayor's Parade. In addition to plenty of fun Halloweeny facades scattered around Chelsea and Belgravia. Add on the beautiful fall foliage across London's most elegant parks, as well as the many fall day trips that you can enjoy. And it's easy to see why London is such a great fall destination. Now, another amazing European capital to visit in the fall is Prague. Just like London, the peak season crowds in Prague can make it a difficult destination to enjoy in the summer. But with fall comes plenty of perks like golden leaves, comfortable crowd levels, and fun events like the Strings of Autumn Festival, a celebration of music across genres that attracts performers from around the world. There's also plenty of great day trip opportunities, including Český Krumlov, which hosts its own St. Venceslas celebration and International Folk Festival in September, plus the Sedlec Ossuary, a chilling church of bones that's perfect for a spooky season trip. Another destination that's perfect for that is Edinburgh. I spent a month here this past summer, and I have to say, this was a city built to enjoy in gloomy weather. There is so much to enjoy in Edinburgh once autumn hits. There's colorful leaves enhancing the fairy tale vibe, plenty of fun festivals like the Scottish International Storytelling Festival in October, and an abundance of cozy cafes and pubs to enjoy. Known as one of the most haunted cities in Europe, Edinburgh also makes a great pick for spooky season, with many dark attractions like ghost tours and underground vaults. And speaking of spooky, another fall destination to put on your list is Ireland. I was going to narrow it down to a region, but I honestly couldn't because there's tons of really cool autumn events happening all across the Emerald Isle. On the spooky front, Ireland is known as the birthplace of Halloween, with the event's origin stemming from celebrations for Celtic New Year, known as Samhain, which is on November 1st. Little wonder why these days, Derry is home to the largest Halloween festival in Europe. There's also the Puka Festival in County Meath that pays tribute to Samhain's ancient traditions, and Dublin also has the Bram Stoker Festival honoring the author of Dracula, who was actually born in Dublin. And on the arts front, there's the Belfast International Arts Festival, the Dublin Theatre Festival, and the Cork Jazz Festival. Plus food festivals all over, from Galway's Oyster and Seafood Festival to the Armagh Food and Cider Festival. So as you can see, there's really a lot happening in Ireland in autumn, and it's definitely worth a visit. That said, all these recommendations are just barely scraping the surface. Across the diverse continent of Europe, there are so many cool events and festivals and reasons to visit that I didn't get to talk about. I hope you've enjoyed this brief roundup nonetheless, and of course, be sure to leave me a comment if you have any recommendations for my future fall bucket list. Thanks so much for watching. Be sure to like and subscribe if you want more practical travel videos just like this one, and I'll see you guys next week. Bye!